outside is dreadful. Um, so I'm glad I'm in this bed full. I don't know. Anyway, look, the weather is not good. Yeah, not so nice out there today. Um, I got a date tonight. Well, kind of. Um, I was going to meet up with this girl next week. She's asked me out to go and see a gig, a pub gig, um, at this place in town called the Garibaldi. So I'm gonna go there. Um, in fact, a mate, she knows a few old mates of mine actually. And she texted one of them, so he might pop up. I'm hoping he doesn't, because I'm hoping it'd be more romantic. It's just But yeah, it should be fun. That's tomorrow night. Um, should be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, she's really sexy, and she's got that like thick thing going on. That sort of curvy. My kind of girl. I like girls that are like sort of curvy. I like that. She's not like she just sort of got that hourglass thing going on. It's hot. I think it's hot. But other than that as well, she's just a really cool person. We blended. I've never done it before. You blend your Spotify's, and we had quite similar music taste, which is like really good because music taste is the most important thing. I find women with the right taste in music immensely attractive. I don't know if women feel the same way towards blokes. I do though. I find when a girl has like the same music taste, it's really, really hot. Because for someone like myself, who's basically every living, breathing minute of my fucking existence is dedicated to music in one way or another. It's listening to it, it's collecting music. I'm still waiting on a replacement needle for my vinyl. Because I broke the other one. To be fair, the other one though was quite old. So I mean, I don't feel too bad for breaking it because it was already quite old and been used quite a lot anyway. So it was bound to happen, I'm sure, at some point. So a replacement needle is a good idea all around because it's good to do that. Sorry about my hair at the moment. I'm trying to grow it out a little bit, so it's a bit sort of all over the place. Excuse me. But yeah, it's sort of. I'm hoping that this is going to be a really good experience for me because the open mic night I did the other week was like absolutely amazing, incredible. I'm still in contact with some people I met there as well. My buddy Silver Fox, the blues harmonica player, finally got in contact with me recently. I was worried about him because he wasn't well, and then he suddenly went really quiet. So I was like, I'd be in the hospital or something. But he's fine. He's just up here mainly. Um, cool dude, very very cool dude. Yeah, a couple of people as well. There was this black dude, really nice dude. When I was busking in town on Monday, and he asked me like whether I like wanna hang out and do some music and stuff. So I should have given him my YouTube channel. I just didn't think to. Can't remember his bloody name, but I always introduce myself because I think it's important to introduce, especially as well. Even if you don't ever talk to that person again, I feel like it's important. Even if you just busking, it's personal connection. It's important. I'm learning a hell of a lot in the last little while about music and how to connect with people. I'm learning about. I mean, even going to see this band tomorrow will be an education. I don't know what the band is. I don't care. It'd just be an education because I'm going to be sitting there in my little Soviet overcoat, just thinking, okay. And if they do anything interesting as well, I'm the sort of guy that's like, I'm a sponge, so I always absorb that, and I love to steal ideas. So I'll probably be going, okay, I like the way the bass player's doing that. I like the way the guitarist is doing that. I like the way the drummer's doing that. I'll take that. And then when I get my band together, I am actually hoping to get a band together this year. I really am. I think now is the right time. I think I've waited long enough. I need to get a band together. I mean, obviously, I do need to also get my surgeries done, and then I also need to look into getting a job. But I think if I can get all of those three things done within the next 12 to 18 months, then I'll be laughing. I see no reason why I can't sort those things out, to be honest, and get a band. And yeah, it's going to be pretty fucking awesome as well, having an actual fucking band. I've got a bass guitar I was going to get for Christmas, but it's been delayed. So hopefully that's. And see, part of that as well is strategic because it's an investment, but it's also a strategic investment because I'm thinking, well, maybe if just to get used to the idea, I just play bass, right? And so then I play bass. Then I can just hang out at the back and I can sort of hide away from everybody else. And it's not as demanding a role. Oh, that's nice. Blue flashing lights. It's an ambulance. Hang on. Oh, it's gone up that way. There's a lot of old people up there, so it's usually get an ambulance or two up that way. But yeah, so it's like bass is not as demanding a role, though it's very important because I mean, if you don't, I actually learned just how important the bass is when I was playing at the open mic night. Because the guy I was playing with, he's a good musician. He's a little bit off on his timing sometimes, and so I noticed, how important it is to have the bass following with you. So that was interesting. That was really cool. So hopefully, yeah, if I can get good at bass and then just sort of join a band. But then again, I'll probably also play bass in my own band because I mean, I love how fucking loud and cutting the bass is. I really want to get into some like aggressive punk stuff. And you listen to like the Buzzcocks, yeah. I mean, if you listen to Boredom, yeah, listen to Boredom. Listen to the bass line on Boredom by the Buzzcocks. Dan 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 dan, and then the guitar kicks and went. It's really great. That to me is like that is that oh man that's what I want my bass to sound like. If I play bass and I do like punk riffs, I want it to be like that. I want it to be like the Buzzcocks. I want it to sound like Boredom. I want to get that tone on my bass because that's just like fucking incredible. First time I listened to that song was only like a year ago. I just started getting into the Buzzcocks. Started getting a lot of punk music in the last like year or two. And I was just like, oh wow, that is just the most fucking incredible fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's amazing. Bass is like becoming a new obsession for me. I mean, I've always been a guitarist and I've always loved guitar. I mean, I'm obsessed with guitars, but now I'm actually really, really getting into bass guitar. I mean, I suppose it's a natural progression, really, all things considered. But I'm really adoring it now. Bass is like fucking legendary. It's like the most awesome fucking instrument on the planet, and it's so underrated. And it takes. There are only like 2 bass players that you can think of that are like really fucking legendary. Really. Well, there's probably more, but for me, it always comes down to the 2. And I know they're obvious, but again, there's a reason why they're obvious, and a reason why most people always say when they think of bass, they think of those 2 people. You think of Lemmy, and you think of Peter Hook from New Order Joy Division, and Lemmy from Motorhead. That's what I think of, you know. The aces. But you think of that, and then you think of, I don't know, you think of like Blue Monday, dum 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 da 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 da. Which he actually stole that from. I think it was one of the spaghetti westerns. It was for a few dollars more. When I found that, I watched a documentary a couple of years ago, and I was like, "Oh, that is so fucking cool!" I was like, "Now I love this song even more, and I love this band even more." Although back then I didn't really listen to a lot of New Order. I only really listened to Blue Monday. I didn't really know much about New Order. I knew that they had come out of Joy Division, but I knew very little about both. I mean, this girl that I don't want to say I'm seeing her yet, although it is looking promising. There's probably going to be a relationship on the cards at this point. But this mate of hers who went to school with me, like, I remember he was super into Nirvana before I didn't even know who the fuck Kurt Cobain was. I was like, who's Kurt Cobain? I didn't even know. So, like, yeah. The education of me. The music education of me. Yes, I'm wearing a Nigel Farage t-shirt in case nobody's noticed. I like him. What can I say? I support Reform UK. I've got my questions. I've got my doubts. I'm not entirely sure if Farage is the man for the job at the moment because I think he's a bit soft on a couple of issues, but I like him. And I think that's a magpie that's landed on the roof. No, it isn't. It's just a piece of crap. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. Take care. Peace.